So this is part 2 of a 2-part video. Go watch the first part, otherwise this won't make sense. And it's pretty interesting. I think you'll like it, so go over there and check it out. Now, back to the story. So, where we just left off, Superman had just met Mr. Mxyzptlk. This new invincible enemy doesn't permit Superman to have time to be Clark Kent anymore. During this period, back at the Daily Planet, Perry, Lana, and Jimmy are worried about the whereabouts of Clark Kent and try to find out the last time anyone saw or heard of him. Assuming that Clark Kent, because of his exclusive articles, is often where Superman is, Perry, still puzzled by Clark Kent's behavior, sends off Lana and Jimmy to Europe where they know Superman is fighting with Mr. Mxyzptlk. Superman finds a way to send Mr. Mxyzptlk back to his galaxy/universe by making him say his name backwards. With Mr. Mxyzptlk out of the way, Superman can continue to search for Supergirl. Meanwhile, Brainiac, having prepared everything for his return to his own planet along with Supergirl, who in the meantime is desperately trying to find a solution, is, at the moment of leaving, interrupted by Superman's arrival. He has found them. Before Brainiac has a chance to activate the controls, which would affect Superman's personality, there is a tremendous confrontation where we discover that Brainiac's powers are much stronger than those of Superman. Brainiac now also realizes that Supergirl had contacted Superman with her X-ray vision so that he could come to her rescue, which confirms that Supergirl loves Superman and not Brainiac. Brainiac then immobilizes Superman in one of his energy cages. Brainiac then, with Supergirl, activates his elaborate machinery which takes them into the past, into the era of nobles and serfs. Brainiac, of course, becomes a ruthless tyrant with the serfs. He is also always reminding Supergirl that if she does not follow him willingly, he will activate the personality machine through the time-lapse and destroy Superman. Back at Brainiac's castle in 1981, Jimmy and Lana, while still looking for Clark, are able to free Superman, who made them find the castle with the help of his super voice. At once, Superman takes Lana and Jimmy under his cape and follows Brainiac into the past, landing in the same province as Brainiac and Supergirl. We will have gathered by now that Supergirl has been able to postpone her departure with Brainiac, which of course infuriates him so much so that he cannot rest in peace while Superman is still alive. Brainiac decides that he will remain on Earth until he kills Superman and starts preparing his trap. We then cut to Superman, Jimmy, and Lana arriving in the town in serf disguise, learning all about Brainiac, his reign of terror, where he lives, and what he and Supergirl have been up to. They arrive at the castle and Brainiac cleverly takes Jimmy and Lana as hostages, and having become totally insane with jealousy, decides to activate the personality machine at its utmost power, regardless of Supergirl's pleas. However, the love between Superman and Supergirl is so strong that the combination of their powers enables them to resist the deadly powers of the machine. This gives Superman the chance to escape, leaving Supergirl, Jimmy, and Lana at the mercy of Brainiac. Superman zooms into the future, finds Mr. Mxyzptlk, agrees on a deal with him so that he will help. They both reappear, and Mr. Mxyzptlk, with his awesome powers, sends the whole town into another dimension, where neither Superman, nor Supergirl, nor Brainiac have any powers. They fight as two ancient knights with armor, horses, lances, etc., with Supergirl handing over her white scarf to Superman, the White Knight, and the black scarf being handed to Brainiac, the Black Knight, by Lana, who, not ever having had superpowers, is still under the effect of Brainiac's power. Superman wins the duel, and with the help of Mr. Mxyzptlk, they all go back to 1981, leaving behind them Brainiac as a humiliated and destroyed powerless man in the past dimension. Now that all seems happy, Mr. Mxyzptlk does not respect his deal with Superman and masterminds the biggest catastrophe of them all, i.e., Mr. Mxyzptlk stops the time and only he, Superman, and Supergirl can move through the paralyzed street. He then breaks up the streets and the people into a gigantic puzzle and gives Superman 1 minute to put the puzzle together. If not, he will send the unfinished puzzle to the planet Mercury. Obviously, Superman is able, with a little help from Supergirl, to save the millions of innocents and to send Mr. Miggsy back to where he comes from. Metropolis then learns that all the strange behavior of Superman/Clark Kent was caused by Brainiac. The next big question is, does Superman marry Supergirl in Superman 3 or Superman 4? Oh god, it's worse than I thought. I went into this knowing about the Brainiac and Supergirl thing, but somehow it's worse than I thought. There are plenty of things in this that are inherently pretty bad, not the least of which being basic spelling and grammar. But even just a few tweaks could improve this. The big, blatant, obvious thing is that if you're going to have Brainiac in love with Supergirl, don't also make him her father. Have someone else raise Supergirl and Brainiac just be infatuated with her. Heck, make Mr. Miggsy her adopted father and have him come to Earth looking for her as well. He doesn't even have a reason to be on Earth in this treatment. Not even just to have fun. I mean, sure, it doesn't make sense within the context of the comics, but I don't think this treatment was really going for that anyway. Also, Lana Lang has no purpose in this movie. The pre-credits scene sets up a love story between her and Clark, but it's never paid off. In fact, the rest of the movie is a love story between Clark and another woman. Why have her in at all, let alone as a love interest that goes nowhere? Jimmy was hostage material enough in the comics. Also, Mr. Miggsy does almost nothing. He shows up to keep Superman busy, gets defeated, and then returns later to do something Brainiac could have probably done himself, and then add another doomsday disaster once the first one was solved for no reason. You could have kept Superman busy with Bizarro or Amazo or any other villain that Brainiac could have cooked up and removed that unnecessary ending. Oh, and I know that Supergirl isn't Superman's cousin in this version, but it still feels weird. Yeah, I can see why this wasn't made. I'm not gonna lie, I really dislike the Superman 3 that we got. I think it's worse than Superman 4, but at least it's better than this. In fact, it feels so good to tear apart this treatment and fix it into something maybe kind of passable that I'll probably do the same to the Superman 3 we got in the next episode of my fixing series. I hope you enjoyed this video. Why not subscribe? I upload every single day. Bye.